Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network. If only there was an alpha liberal that would like to talk about that. Oh, look, it's Cliff Schecter, everybody. Hi, Cliff.
Hello. Hi, Steph. How are you?
This is why I'm wearing my Kamala Harris t-shirt, because she had a hugely successful trip to Africa that they didn't cover because they were giving a platform to Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hello.
Africa. I mean, when would that matter to them? Of course, we need to hear from the exact opposite of Africa, the trashiest, whitest, cocaine colored. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, I know.
Having Marjorie Taylor Greene on again. I mean, in a more serious note, again, it's like every time we take another plunge to another sort of step downward. She was involved. We don't know exactly on what level yet, but we know she was involved in the coup.
Yeah.
So this is like, pick a country, right? Germany's the easiest one to go to. They're like, hey, you guys, is Himmler free? Is he free for 60? Is he free? I don't know how to say 60 in German. Is he free for 60 minutes tonight? Let's have him on. And I mean, she offers nothing.
Yeah.
She's an absolute moron. She misspells things regularly and has shared conspiracies, and people know all this stuff. But news is supposed to edify. And again, it's just another example of she's become infamous now because she is such a moron, because she's such utter trash, because she's so bigoted. And so now in the age of being famous for any reason is cool, 60 Minutes has her on for ratings. And they give this I mean, again, I can have conservatives on who we can debate. There aren't that many of them left, sadly, but have Mitt Romney on if you want. Have somebody on that I may not like their policies, but actually sort of believes in something. But to have her on, why don't they just combine it with WrestleMania? Which is going on right now.
That was on this weekend.
Yeah. By the way, you doing your own bowlerting on Twitter, you said somewhere Van Jones is telling someone this is the moment Donald Trump just became president. I mean, but it does say something about how we normalized. We're at this point where people are saying, "Oh, this is really going to help him," and it's all the same people that said, "Oh, getting impeached is going to help him get real." You just reelected Donald Trump, right? It's the same people that are always wrong.
Of course they're always wrong. Like there's a core group of nuts in his party who probably were already all going to vote for him anyhow, and maybe among that group it hardens their resolve, right? But the vast majority of the country, including a whole lot of Republicans, like they rejected him by 7 million votes. It should have been more last time, even with Republicans, doing everything they can to stop people from voting. Where do the new votes come from for Donald Trump after being indicted? I mean, how do you go from that to a higher level? I don't get it.
Yeah.
The theory. But, Chris Cillizza needs something to talk about to justify whatever it is they're paying him. That's
First of all, whenever somebody starts a sentence with Bill Barr says, I'm like, first of all, why isn't he in prison for all of this, for obstruction, for God knows what? He claimed the indictment of Trump is designed to get him the 2024 Republican presidential nomination. He touched on Trump's indictment, claimed it was only going to help him in... Okay. He said he referred to the indictment as a political hit job based on reports as the indictment remains sealed. Politically, it's going to be damaging, I think, to the Republican Party simply because I think it's a no-lose situation for the Democrats. Why are people like this allowed to talk without talking about their complicity and why Donald Trump wasn't charged with this initially?
There are people, and again, this is where the media won't do their job, where if you're going to interview them, and you're going to give them every time you do, you need to begin with the list of things they've done that have destroyed norms, attacked our democracy. If they began with, you put up this bogus Durham investigation of the investigation, which is one of the oldest Stalinist tricks in the book, and on top of that, you covered up the reason why the Stormy Daniels thing is happening now is because you should have been investigating that from the Justice Department, but you weren't. You were too busy sitting there frowning with your large jowls. So, I mean, I don't know.
You also
He's
retweeted...
very jowly, though. I mean, I'm sorry.
You
That's
retweeted
true.
Lindsey Graham, who said, on the way to the DA's office on Tuesday, Trump should smash some windows, rob a few shops, and punch a cop. He would be released immediately. And you said we have lick-lipping Tribble Lindsey, former JAG, chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee, advocating Trump commit violent crimes that sound a lot like January 6th, including attacking cops. And then they say what they always say. Oh, it's a joke. It's irony. Oh, you don't get it. Right?
We don't get it because if it was an attempt at a joke, you guys really aren't funny.
Not funny.
But I don't think it wasn't a joke. And every time you say things like that, you poison the dialogue further. And Lindsey Graham is a sitting U.S. senator. Whether he should be or not is a different story, but he is.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that just leads to more people saying, oh, well, Lindsey Graham said that, so it must be true. I mean, that's the guy who I remember seeing in Gone with the Wind, who fell on the fainting couch when the North came and invaded.
Yeah. So now, am I selling, what do we call it, hopium? That's what people accuse me and AG of selling hopium.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I mean, I have to say, I know we get like bombshell fatigue. I mean, the fact that he is actually being indicted tomorrow in New York, this classified document thing seems even huger to me. I mean, clearly it's heating up. Clearly, there appears to be a ton of documentary evidence of obstruction on top of the initial crime.
He admitted
we're
it
hearing
on TV.
What's that?
I mean, he admitted it again. He's this. I mean, it's amazing. He's the stupidest. Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene's alive, so I don't know if I can call him the stupidest person alive. It's a competition, but like he went on TV. He said to Hannity, he's like, "Well, Nixon made $18 million off the stuff he took."
Yeah.
I mean, so basically, you're saying to us, you took stuff and you expected to make money off of it. You stole documents, and there's evidence he went through them. So you're absolutely. So again, these are the things I try to understand. I'm not a lawyer, and I get it. Some things take time. But I always felt like if you had a phone call of somebody saying, give me the votes, like in Georgia, kind of like a phone call saying, hey, you should kill that guy, and then that person kills that guy, that would be pretty easy to indict me then.
Right.
I'm not sure about their Fannie, Willis. I'm sure she's doing what she can. I guess I don't understand it, because to me, as you just said, this seems pretty open and shut. Like the dude went on TV last night and admitted that he took the documents for money. So there should have been police waiting to escort him, throw him in the back of a paddy wagon right after that and take him to prison.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, Janice is our cub reporter in Savannah, Georgia. What is going on with Fani Willis? Hello, Janice. Welcome.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hello. What are you hearing about Fani Willis? What's happening?
I'm not.
Okay.
I called in about crazy Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I didn't have the information you wanted, but
no, that's all right.
She's more than a nut to me. I mean, for a person talking about pedophile, first of all, when they get ready to address and talk about the president, this is always Joe Biden versus President Trump, which is absolutely ludicrous. And to just actually hear her talk about who is a pedophile, I mean, she walked around after the Parkland murders, harassing children.
Yeah. And they should ask her which one, Trump or Biden, was close friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Which one? Yeah.
Or how about
I love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Well, Trump admitted it. I'll just say quickly, why did Leslie Stahl? Why was she not ready if she was going to ask that question and say Donald Trump admitted that he would walk through pageant changing rooms to see teenagers changing, and see them naked, and that was one of the perks of owning the pageants. Why? How can you? Is he a pedophile? And watch Marjorie Taylor Greene try to dumb her way out of that. Right. It was he wasn't really. It was the Jewish lasers were aimed at him, and he had to do what he had to do. And I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, so who's up for a great bottle of wine? Well, according to a recent survey, about 62% of the country is ready to raise a glass. But how do we decide what it is that defines a great wine when all of our palates are so uniquely different? Imagine a fun and interactive process that actually takes your preference into consideration, allowing you to create, design, and even package a wine that's right for you, your event, or clientele. Welcome to Blenteek Wine Company, and welcome to your wine. Blenteek invites you to participate in a revolutionary new process whereby the everyday consumer can create and design a personalized wine blend from the comfort of home. Whether blending is an individual, date night activity, wedding party, or restaurant tour, our one-of-a-kind system helps put the power of creativity back into the only discerning palate in the room that matters, yours. Welcome to Blenteek Wine Company, and welcome to your wine.